Hello Cruiser Travels, Leslie and Chris here. We are getting ready to embark on a new cruise for her, Royal Caribbean Ovation of the Seas. So this is gonna be my first time on the Ovation. I have been on the same class. You've seen content that we have here on the channel for Odyssey of the Seas, but this is really exciting. Royal Caribbean is taking the ship from Alaska and now doing Mexico cruises from Los Angeles. So here we are for the first time for me and Leslie here in the Port of Los Angeles in San Pedro, and we are excited to be going on board this 3-night cruise. We're going to Ensenada. We'll have a separate video for Ensenada, but we're here with some colleagues and I have some family with us. We're gonna have a great time.
Hi, I'm Chris Lounder and welcome to Cruiser Travels. This channel is all about cruise life, cruise vlogs, ship tours, room tours, podcasts, and everything you can imagine all about cruises. So let's cruise together.
So here we are in a junior suite on deck 12, room 232. So let's go check this out. Here we are on the Ovation of the Seas. What a nice room. Got a nice little coffee bar here. We have a nice little seating area, which I'm sure you can convert to a couch. We have a nice little swivel TV. And we have Royal Caribbean, so kind to give us a couple little gifts. Thank you, Royal Caribbean. So pretty nice. Nice little desk area or vanity, whatever you want to call it. We got some decent closet space here. Plenty of room. And of course, a couple of bathrooms. Now, let's take a look at this balcony. So you have dual sliding glass doors in this junior suite here. A couple of chairs, a couple of lazy chairs. You can see the other door here, but nice view. Now this is one of the balconies that protrudes out. You can see you have a larger balcony. Of course, these can be those partitions can be removed. What a really nice view. Now let's go check out the bathroom. I have not seen this yet, so we'll see right along with you. Nice tub. Shower head. There we go. We'll check out a lot of other rooms and we'll bring you along to go ahead and see those. And this will be the room that Leslie and I are staying in, so we're quite excited. And forgive the noise there. Let's go. So here we have a studio interior room. We have room 230 here on deck 7. And this room is going to be small, but again, this is for one person. Now, you have the virtual balcony component. So of course, this is a live feed out to the port here in Ensenada, where we're at today. You got a nice little mirror there. Do we have a fridge? Yes, we still have a fridge. A TV, does it swivel? Does not. You got some overhead storage here. And of course you have this closet with a couple drawers. And let's see if it magically opens up. Oops, sorry for the noise. And just your standard bath and shower. Perfectly ample for one person. Again, these are great for those single travelers. All right, on to the next one. All right, we have a studio balcony, deck 7, room 248. Let's go take a look. So this is a single room with no single supplement. This is very unique in the industry, but also for Royal Caribbean. Very nice. Perfect for a single traveler. I gotta say, there should be more of these in the industry, so I'm glad to see Royal Caribbean has some of these. Let's go check out this balcony. Now it is a little more narrow, but perfectly ample for one person. Looks like the sun's trying to burn off here today in Ensenada, which we hope happens. So yeah, very quaint room. We'll go check out the balcony bathroom. one more time for you. All right, not much to see. Of course, ample closet space. A little space up here above, every little bit helps, right? I love this little cubby hole. You can put your cell phone or drinks or whatever. Very nice. So here we have a junior suite accessible, deck 8, room 242. You can see the doorway is wider, as is the access to the bathroom. Now you do have a tub and a dual vanity, and of course a roll-in shower for those with needs. Got to look out for our accessible folks. And plenty of room in here to move around. Another couch. So this is similarly sized to the junior suite that I'm in right now, but you do have those wider doorways and the bathroom is definitely a lot bigger. So that's one of the main benefits for the accessibility. And then we have glass for the balcony here, and the access is closer to the bed. And you'll notice that it does have no lip, and it also has the ramp here as well. So plenty of space to get a wheelchair out here or mobility. And we'll go check out the next one. All right. So here we have the 1-bedroom grand suite, deck 10, room 242. Let's go take a look. As you walk in, you have a closet here on the left and your bathroom over here to the right. We'll sneak a quick peek. And notice you do have a full tub in here. And it looks like you've got access to the bedroom for the bathroom. So we'll check that out in a moment here. All right. Plenty of space again. Refrigerator check, yes. Small desk area here. Nice TV with storage again. And a couch and sitting area. And then you got your king size bed right there. More closet space on each side. Access to that bathroom that we were just in, which is nice. Little vanity area. I know my wife appreciates that. And you have the balcony here with a view from the kind of sleeping quarters here. And then of course you have access to the exterior right here. We'll step out for just a moment. Couple seats, table, and another couple chairs and little side table. All right, let's go. All right, here we have a 1-bedroom grand suite. We are on deck 8, room 234. Let's go check this out. All right, we'll start here with the closet. And we'll get some lights on for you all. Or we're gonna try. All right, so the lights are not as simple as this. There's some settings over here, so you should be aware of if you're in this room, but I'm sure you'll figure it out once you're here. But we were looking at the closet here. We'll go ahead and peek at the bedroom. Excuse me, the bathroom. Of course, you got a vanity there, a vanity here, and you have a tub. Looks like you have access to the bedroom, and we'll go check that out. Seating area, TV, 3-seater couch. And again, we have that unique double balcony with a door right here. A curtain that separates this room. Let's go take a look at the view here. Another seating area. And a closet. And we'll cut through the bathroom here. Let's see if we have lights come on. There we go. Same bathroom, access from the bedroom. And we'll quickly look at the balcony here for you. All right, again, to the right, we have this little extra cove balcony. And then we have the normal part of the balcony here. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, here we have a 2-bedroom grand suite, deck 10, room 234. Here we go. And we get the lights on here. Now we have a couple doors here. Might be a little bit of a mystery. This one is a closet, okay? I imagine this is the bathroom, so while we're here, we'll check that out. Yep. Pretty typical. Now here we have double beds. I'm sure those can be converted to a queen size bed. But this bedroom's nice. You got a TV, a closet, and a little sitting desk area. All right. Plenty of seating in here. Chase lounge couch. TV. Refrigerator check. Balcony access is right here. We'll check that in a minute. And then you have a couple windows. And it looks like this is a similar situation where you have kind of a separate balcony area connected to the other balcony. So we'll check that out in a minute. We can close off this bedroom. Of course, we have already the king size bed or queen, however you want to describe it as. Plenty of storage here. Another vanity area. Let's see if we can get the lights on over here. Always nice. And here we have a full tub. Very similar to the junior suite that I'm in terms of the balcony, or excuse me, the bathroom. All right, let's check out the balcony real quick before we head over to the next room. Looks like they already opened this for us, so we don't have to open the door. But here's an offshoot separate balcony that you have with access to this room. Very unique. And this is the first time that I've seen this. I like it. All right, now we'll go on to the next one. All right, so here we have a 1-bedroom owner suite, deck 11, room 234. Let's go check this out. All right, we got the lights on here. You have a nice dining table, little coffee bar over here with some storage. You got a nice little Chase lounge sofa. TV. Closet space with the lights that come on. While we're here, we'll check out the bathroom. And this is a little half bath. Great option on this side of the room. Now let's go check out the other side of the room before we step out onto the balcony. So this is the bedroom. Very nice. You got a vanity desk over there, TV, plenty of storage. Now you do have access to the balcony. Well, you have the access view of the balcony. Only one door though. We'll check out the balcony in just a moment. Nice dual vanity. And you have not only a shower, but you have a full-size tub as well. I'm liking it. And as we step out of the bedroom here, you'll notice you have a curtain so you can close this off. And we'll go check the balcony here. So you got a couple lounge chairs, little table, and a couple more chairs over here. Let's say hi to Ensenada, Mexico one more time. The sun is burning off, thank you. And let's go to the next one. All right, I'm still here in the suite and I missed something that I want to show you guys. So let's check this out. So this is quite unique. I'm here out on the balcony and you have another private balcony area and you have a view from the inside of the suite. So you have a double balcony, more or less. Very unique. This is the first time I've ever seen this. All right, now let's officially go to the next one. All right, we have a Sky Loft Suite, room 322. All right. So let's start here. Why not? We're right next to the bathroom. All right. Very nice room. So here we have a couch area, another table. Step out real quick on this balcony. Very similar to the last room we were just in. And of course you got that loft area upstairs. Let's go check that out. That same chair, that looks super comfy. All right, of course, a TV. So this room is flipped from the last one we were in. Now this one has a walk-in closet. And another full bath. I would love to wake up with this view. How about you? So here we have the Grand Loft Suite, room 724, here on deck 10. And as you come in, you'll see the loft here. And to the left, we have our restroom. Nice size shower. I love this sitting area right here. Now, this backs up to the shower wall, so that must be some type of internal stuff. But this is really nice. And notice the hardwood floors. This is very unique. Of course, you have your oversized balcony. Plenty of seating out here. We are here in Ensenada, Mexico today. And let's go take a little peek at the loft. I like the sitting area. Closet space here. Great view in the morning, right? A second bathroom. Very nice. And here we have more closet space, plenty of it. Another desk vanity. And we have this king size bed here with a TV. Let's see if it mounts or swivels. It does not. And what I really like about these curtains is that, of course, you can close this off just like you can downstairs and give yourself a blackout. Very nice. All right, let's go check the next one. All right, here we have an owner's loft suite, deck 8, room 720. Got a doorbell here. We had to give that a shot. All right, so this is very unique. You walk in and immediately have a stairway. So we'll start on the first floor here. And while we're here, we'll take a step out to one of 3 balconies. All right. Now this is a full bath over here. All right. A little window here, interesting. And then what do we have here? We have another half bath, because that distance might be too far for you. All right. Closet space here. And then we'll walk into this beautiful room. Now this is a balcony. Oops. See, some of these slide left and right, and some of them open up and out. All right. Now, let's go check out the upstairs. So my friend Robert here at Tom said there was a 3rd balcony, and well, there it is. Now this one opens left to right. You got this fun hanging chair. Now we'll start down the hallway here. Vanity mirror, walk-in closet, very nice. Here we have another shower, little vanity. Now let's go into the sleeping quarters. And of course the view. All right, that'll conclude the tour for this room. Thanks for watching, guys. Here we have the Royal Loft Suites here on deck 8, room 320. This is the best room on the ship. We're gonna spend a few minutes in this one, but wow, where do I start? Unbelievable. Look at these chairs. You know I gotta try this chair out. All right, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. It's got a swivel. Yeah, I don't even want to get up here. All right, since we're here, we'll start over in this room right here. I imagine that this can be a single bed minimally. But you have a nice sized TV in here, little closet space, and you have access to the balcony, which we'll go check out here. Is this a separate balcony? It is. So this is going to be a private balcony, particularly for this area of the ship. And you have some sliding glass doors here to close this room off if you so choose. Very nice. All right. I think I'm in love, guys. Look at this counter. It is so long and it just keeps on going. Wow. This table seats 8. Just an incredible room. I would totally live here. I'm sure a lot of you would as well. The balcony is gigantic. So while we're here, we'll go take a little peek here at this balcony. This is the second balcony. Of course, the primary. But we're gonna go over here and get you a nice little view of the total balcony area. And you have a little wet bar over here. And this is your view. It doesn't get any better on this ship than this. It's amazing. All right. Another comfy lounger. Look at all this seating in here. Very nice. Now let's go check out the upstairs. So again, what I love here about these curtains is that you can completely close off this area here. Downstairs as well. That is a lot of material, folks. All right. Here we have a desk vanity. Second refrigerator. Closet space. Plenty of it. I won't open up all those. You get the feeling. Check out this tub. Another vanity. And this loops around and connects to the bedroom over here. A third balcony with, guess what? A jacuzzi. Wow. Look at this chair, that looks fun and comfy. And then you have a roll-in shower if need be. Although I guess if you have a wheelchair, it'd be hard to get up the stairs here. But wow, what a room. Let's get a little bit of a view from up here. Unreal. Yeah, I don't know what you all think about this room, but I am in love with this room. All right, we're gonna go finish up our room tour here, and then we're gonna go have a day in Ensenada, Mexico. We'll have a separate video for that. But this is Chris Launder with Cruiser Travels saying goodbye for the rooms tour. I wanna thank you so much for watching. If you like, subscribe, we're super grateful. If not, that's okay too. But if you found this video helpful, we hope you do, and we'll continue to bring you more cruise content, more ships. Give us some comments in the description below. Let us know what you think, and until the next one, Cruiser Travels.